Hey, I'm Rebecca Campbell, and I am an author and an Oracle deck creator, and I'm really happy to share with you my latest deck, the Inner Temple Oracle. And it is a really special deck, and I want to share with you what is unique about this deck. This is actually my 6th deck, and it is a very different looking deck aesthetically. If you are familiar with any of my other decks, which is the Work Your Light Oracle, Starseed Oracle, the Rose Oracle, Healing Waters Oracle, and Ancient Stones Oracle, which have a more pastel vibe to them. Now, I'll show you through all of the cards in a moment. I'll do a flip through. And so I still have that beautiful pastel style, but these cards also have a darker and golden alchemy to them. But what's most special about this deck, there's 2 things. First of all, the box. Let me show you the box first. So when I created this deck, I have had the vision for this for such a long time, where I wanted the box to be properly like an altar. And I wanted to be able to have what I'm calling an oracle card display frame, which is this it here. It's gold foil. And you can basically put your oracle card of the day in here. So you can literally have it on your altar. And this is one of my favorite cards, the golden card, and it just slips in there. And you can also have just literally this beautiful image on display, which I think really encapsulates what the inner temple is all about. The inner temple is about remembering that all of the guidance and wisdom that you seek is within you. This is the way of the mystic, to go within, to trust that the temple has always been waiting for you deep within. So the way this box works, it's actually magnetized. I literally invented it myself with the help of my publisher, who trusted my vision. I'm sure I annoy them when I come up with these ideas. But there's the equilateral triangle, which is a big part of my work. The symbol of the triangle is a mystical symbol. There's many different mystical meanings for it, but the one that I love the most is that it's the strongest shape that there is in sacred geometry. And no matter how much pressure you put on the equilateral triangle, it draws its strength from within. So really gorgeous. The cover it's like an eclipse. She's like walking in gold. She's dripping in gold, and she's going right to the center, led by the North Star, and she's going right into the center. And this image here I see as actually being the same woman. So that's what we've got there. Then as you open it up for the first time ever, I've got the Oracle Attunement written on the inside cover. So you can read that each time before you do a reading, if you're reading for other people. And then we have this gorgeous little peachy gold ribbon where we pull out the cards. We've got here, this is what I call the belly band. It's normally just white paper that holds the cards together so they don't get damaged in the post, but I like embracing every last little bit of detail. And so this says here, the temple is within, which is really the essence of what the inner temple is all about. The back of the cards are absolutely gorgeous. When Katie and I were working together, to be like you're going through the portal of your heart. If you have done meditations with me before, or if you're a part of the Inner Temple Mystery School training, you'll know that so often with my meditations, we begin with opening the heart and traveling through the light at the center of the heart as a portal to your inner temple. We also have a lovely guidebook that has gold foil on it, and as you go through, there's pictures of the cards, various different spreads as always. And what's also special is we have this extra card here, which describes why the box is so unique, and there's several different videos that you can watch for that. You can also scan this QR code and get the Inner Temple Oracle Attunement, which is a meditation as well as an activation that you can do as a video or MP3. And then when we open it up, it says, "You are the Oracle," which is really the essence of what I believe Oracle cards are all about, mirroring back to us into the physical the wisdom that is within. Now, the other thing that makes this deck super unique is it has 4 different suits, but lots of other decks have suits. What is unique about this deck is the 4th suit is called the Polarities suit. I've had a vision for this for literally since I did my very first Oracle deck. And you may be familiar with the concept of reversed or flipped cards, which essentially mean like if you have a card and you pull it and it comes upside down like that, it has a reversed meaning. So you're working with the opposite meaning or the shadow of the card. Now, I had this vision to create this new suit which embraced reverse meanings no matter which card you pulled. And so these are the polarity suit cards. And if you see, what we're seeing here is essentially we're calling out through the title of the card, depending on which way it appears for you, it has a double meaning. So this card here is the Mystic and the Machine. And so depending on when you shuffle and how it appears for you, there'll be a reversed meaning. What we're working with here with the polarity suit is the full spectrum of the human experience. So we have here plenty and scarcity. We have hold on, let go. We have trapped and freedom. And so depending on which way the cards appear for you, you'll either get the message of trapped or freedom. And it's also about like holding the full spectrum of that concept. But what is especially unique about this suit is that it's not just necessarily about like one way or another way. It's about how can I embrace the full spectrum of the human experience. So for example, we've got this card of hold on, let go. Depending on where we are in our life or what question we've asked in the reading, it's like, where do we fall on the spectrum and how can we embrace one of the sides a little bit more than the other? So I know I just gave you a little glimpse of the polarity suit, but I want to show you the rest of the cards because they are absolutely stunning. So let's go. Chamber of Forgiveness. Chamber of Healing. I love this one. This was a contender for the front cover. Chamber of Innocence. This is the first suit. They are all chambers, the first 11 cards. Chamber of Inspiration. Chamber of Manifestation. Chamber of Power. We're starting to see some of the darker colors and the gold here. Chamber of Protection. More gold coming in. The bee. Chamber of Soul Contracts. Chamber of Soul Gifts. Chamber of Surrender. And then our final chamber is Chamber of Transformation. Next up, we have our activation suit, Ancestral Healing. Got that gorgeous gold again. The Beauty Way, one of my favorites. The Ceremony of Life. Living Your Life as Devotion. Golden. I think that is my favorite card. The In-Between. Life Force. Mercy. Mother Mary vibes. Sensuality. I love this one. Soul Retrieval. The Tall Poppy. Unhookable. And that's the final one in the activation suit. Next up, we've got the Soul Inquiry suit. The Burning Rose. It's all about sacred rage, passion, sacred feminine. Create some space. The Darkest Night, which is the cover image. Deeper Than Before. I love the potency of this one. The End is also the beginning. You'll recognize that line from my book, Your Soul Had a Dream, Your Life Is It. The golden thread. This is all about the destiny, way, path of the soul. The holiest temple, the body. Just watch me. Another one with a lot of attitude. The masks we wear. Projections. I've had this idea for this card for such a long time. Simplicity. And now we are moving on to the polarity suit. So we've got aligned and misaligned. Connection, separation, destiny life, fated life, feminine, masculine, freedom, trapped, inner spring, inner autumn, inner summer, inner winter, let go, hold on, the mystic, the machine, plenty, scarcity, and finally the seen and the unseen. So that is my new Inner Temple Oracle deck, illustrated by Katie Louise. It is a deck that will connect you to the depth of your wisdom. It will also invite that sacred feminine that is rising within you to properly be embodied and rise. It also really holds the polarities of the human experience. And I think compared to all of my other decks, it's definitely the deck that is full of the most devotion and the most depth as well. So I hope you enjoy it.